John, first of all, just over 6 weeks since that crash. How are you feeling at the moment?
Well, I'm feeling a bit more relaxed after that hydro pool. Things have no doubt been painful at times, but we're getting to the better end of things, and we can only get better every week. I suppose every day is a new one for me. So I'm more than happy with the help I've got here in Belfast Royal Victoria. So I'll use the facility here, and hydro pool. Hope to use it again on Friday, all being well. So over the moon how things are going so far.
It must be nice for you to start seeing some progress when you're able to get in the pool today and see your limbs starting to move again.
Yeah, that's the first I've seen my legs in 6 odd weeks, and I've got some air cast boots on, able to remove them and get into the pool and stuff. But obviously the muscles have wasted away, but hopefully my fitness will bring that back very soon and recuperate. So as I say, just keep at it using the hydro pool, and then the next step's the dry land physio. But for now I'm just looking at, my aim is to get home and see my little girl and my wife and see how things go.
Rewind the clock, those 6.5 weeks for us, and tell us what you remember about the crash.
God, it was a big one for sure. It was something out of my control. So to hit a wall at 120 mile an hour on your feet and walk out of it was a big surprise. I actually had to check myself at the time that I was still alive. I couldn't believe it, and a few smashed bones, and I was actually at the time I didn't think it was as bad as what it was, because I said to my wife on the phone, "Go you on holiday as we had planned. I'll see you during the week. I'll come out in a wheelchair." But I knew things were a bit more serious when the doctor said we're going to have to put this catheter in. So it was a bit more long term, and they looked after me really well in Liverpool Royal Hospital as well. Had a consultant, Miss Jo Banks, and I really owe all this to her. It's a great success. Everything that's went ahead, and she was in every one of the operations. So she really is key to this all.
Tell us exactly what injuries you sustained in the crash.
From the feet upwards, as I say, smashed the ankle, as they called it, a pilon fracture, like dropping an egg out of a window. So to reconstruct that was amazing. The foot exploded some of the bones in there. I think they also did a bit of a bone graft. Broke the knee at the top, the tibia, then up to the pelvis, broke it, along with the hip, moving up to the ribs, broke them, and the left side also broke the left and right shoulder and dislocated them out the back. So very lucky at the time to have such good people around me, because I was losing the pulses in my hands, so they were going blue, so they had to be put in there and then, otherwise it was a worry of losing the arms. It was that bad. So again, key medical staff at the British Superbike rounds is a big help in all this.
When you hear that list of injuries and you hear what you've been through, I mean, do you feel lucky to still be here?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, an internal bleed can kill anybody in an instant. You just don't know. That was my concern at the time when they put me under to put the shoulders in. I was scared that, God, do they know I'm going so far under? Am I actually dying? You know, something they don't know about. So it is scary in that way. But the injuries that I've got, I feel that with the right help from the hospital and the right help from friends and family who've been great, I can move on, recuperate, and come back to normal.
You've obviously, you've got a lot of support from your family, big motorcycling family, obviously with Michael and Eugene in the World Superbikes and British Superbikes too. Has that been a help for you? You know, them a big help to you?
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I haven't missed a bike race on television since. I've been spoiled with an iPad and kept up to date and all that. I never lost the focus of that. It was great. I had my wife with me in Liverpool. She was a great help to me. As I say, she was in with me every day, helping me, and got the iPad set up and got me up when I wasn't really fit, but I made sure I watched every bike race and kept that going. I suppose that's your fight to get back on the bike again. Makes you hungry for what you love doing.
Tell us just how difficult your recuperation has been and what kind of surgery you've had to go through.
A few of the surgeries were done together with, I think it was 3 consultants at one time, which cut down on a few of the surgeries, which was great, because the anaesthetic isn't the nicest thing to come round from. So first of all, the pelvis was fixed, and it was a great success, because at first he came up and told me, "I've broke it front and back, it's like a door hinge, it's going to be really unstable." At that time the tears are running down my face, and then afterwards in the recovery he came and told me he had two people pushing it. It was really stable front and back. There were stable brakes, so we left that. And he fixed my hip and pelvis on the left side. So that was my first operation over. Next of all, it was down to the lower limbs. Together, two surgeons, with the help of, I think it was actually three. It was supposed to be two, but I read in the notes it was three. That they constructed this ankle, fixed the metatarsal and also the top of the tibia. So it's amazing what they did for me. And then last of all was the shoulder operation, which was the most painful of all actually, to come round from with no nerve block. So seemingly afterwards they told me they strapped me up to a board like a motorbike position. So they fixed it, everything to my advantage towards motorbike racing. So I owe a lot of thanks to Liverpool Victoria Hospital and the surgeons over there.
So your motivation is to get back on a bike, and I'm sure a lot of people, once they've heard the story and what you've been through, would think, are you crazy?
Yeah, a lot of people look at it and can't believe, that we'd ever want to get back on a bike, but it's what we're brought up doing, and it doesn't really affect us in that way for some strange reason. I put it down to a bit like a boxer. The way he gets knocked out, he doesn't be afraid to get back in the ring again and do his job. We're a bit the same. As soon as we're fit, we want straight back on the bike again, and that's my aim.
How do you feel as a motorcycle racer who's lucky to be alive, recuperating here in the hospital, when you hear the dreadful news at the weekend when 3 riders were killed, 2 well-known road racers from Northern Ireland and a short circuit rider in the British Championship? Yeah,
that's the tragedy. That's the worst side of the sport, and I do feel that I'm very lucky. In a way, I cheated death at that speed, and I have to be grateful somebody was looking down on me. It's amazing what I did come out of, and I have to be thankful for that, and just move on from here, and hopefully the families of those people are moving on and realise that obviously the people love what they were doing, and hopefully they can come to grips with all that and move on, and wish them all the best.